It had been talked about for days. Here's the outlook for severe storms issued on Wednesday. On Friday morning, I was talking about it. Look at the large area of expected tornadoes that had backed into the Ozarks.
All right, getting some small hail on my way down to Ozark, driving south on 65. This isn't the first time I've done this. I actually turned around because there was a tornado warning and the circulation was brief, but it showed up near Galloway or in the Nature Center, so that's about where I live. So I turned around and it's moving at 50, so it's already gone. So I'm heading back down toward some of these stronger cells that are forming that will be crossing Highway 65 here probably about a half hour from now. Very windy here, as you can see. Much bigger hail. Woo! Whoa. A lot more noise. But I'm driving the beater, it doesn't really matter. By the way, that's the storm's hail core just went through. It's showing signs it might hook here pretty soon. Nothing yet, but it's already on the east side of 65. There, you can see Galloway on the top of the screen there. So it's just south of Ozark. And I'm heading down to intercept some of these storms down here.
And in fact, that storm did go on to eventually produce the Seymour tornado. You can see the PDS warning issued on that particular storm a few minutes later. All right, if you know the Ozarks, you know where I'm at. By Saddlebrook here, the Phillips 66 station that everybody stops at. They're heading to Branson. This is the advancing area of it's a hook on radar, but there's no warning on it. I'm already getting on the cold side of this. I can feel the downdraft winds coming on the back side of this. I don't know if it's ready to produce a tornado yet, but as it matures and moves northeast, it might. So that would be heading maybe towards Sparta. I have to look on radar real quick. That's the storm I'm talking about right there. See, I'm by Saddlebrook. You can see Spokane's in the hail core. And if that moves up to the northeast, yeah, Chadwick, Sparta, those areas, it's under severe thunderstorm warning now, and it has kind of an appendage to it. I just don't think these thunderstorms are quite ready to produce tornadoes yet, but once they move east into more favorable conditions that are rapidly moving north ahead of this storm, I think we're going to have some trouble. That particular storm did travel just off to the east of Seymour, and to my knowledge has not been tagged with a tornado, but the surveys are ongoing.
All right, well, it's dark, and I'm in the Ozarks. So we'll see how this goes, but there's the hook echo. They just issued this tornado warning. You're looking at northern Arkansas. I am located up here in Caulfield, which is that mark right there. So you can see I'm kind of in a good position now. You know, the Ozarks are notorious for not having a road network, hills, trees, and it's nighttime. So I'm going to be extra cautious with this and always remain on the right side of the storm. So I would probably default and go east of this so I could be on the right side of the storm, and that's what I'm about to do.
So in this type of territory, your cell phone signal often drops out, radar updates are not reliable, so the safest course of action for me was to go to South Fork and then south to Moody and then east on Highway 142. I felt as if that put me at a safe enough distance, again, without real reliable radar data, and I have to be honest, at this time I did not know the extent of the rotation and the size of the tornado that was associated with this particular thunderstorm. Chasing at night, lightning is the only way you're ever going to see a feature, and it just depends on where the lightning strikes. So you can get backlit lightning like that one, or you can get more forward lightning that tends to illuminate the picture. I was looking due west, didn't know at the time that that was not the right direction to look at, but fortunately I did make a change here and started looking in a different direction. So here's the correlated radar data, and hindsight is always 20/20, but I did take the camera and started looking a little more northwest. There was a tree group right in the way of probably where I should be looking in. By my best determination, that's probably where the tornado was located, in that general direction there. I was about maybe 5 miles away from it. Again, that's a rough estimate. In a safe place southeast of the storm. But, again, I had no idea of the intensity of what I was looking at the time I was recording this. So I decided to go back north and end the chase going up the West Plains. Went east, went north on 17 toward West Plains. The storm had moved far to the northeast of me by then.
All right, this is a wire down over 17 north on the way to West Plains. And that storm is well northeast of me, but I can see a pole down right there. I don't see any structural damage to any of the houses. Someone's leaving their house over there. I can't get around this, so I'm going to have to head south, but it would behoove me to wait because there's another cell coming in south of me, so I'll just kind of hang out here until that one passes on by.
So I retraced my steps, tried going back up the road that took me to Moody, only to find out that large trees were totally blocking the road, and there were some folks with chainsaws efforting to get that out of the way. Then I decided to go west on 142 again, not realizing what I was ready to drive into.